What's going on, guys? Welcome back. Finger in the camera. Alright, here's what we got going on. So, last video, I was not able to get the crank pulley off. So, I worked on it. While working on it, the whole bottom end, it pretty much, that dirt on my mouth. Anyways, it's the same day and pretty much it wouldn't move. So I got it moving, it freed up. Couldn't get the crank bolt off, so I finally got it off and got the crank bolt out, crank pulley off. So let's take a look. Alright, so we got all the lifters, all the push rods, and the rocker arms, everything off. So now we get to take this bad boy off. I'm gonna go ahead and take it off camera, look over everything. What it's looking like is everything's gonna be all right. Seeing as I was able to get the crank to spin over, piston wall is going to definitely need something done. So, but yeah, go ahead and take off the oil pan and look over everything we got. So I'll be back. All right, guys. So this is what I got going on. Got everything taken apart. Dirty hands, huh? All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to try to take off all these rods. Haven't taken the cam out yet, but what I'm going to do is I'm just going to undo these rods and see if I can't get them out. One thing at a time. I'm more worried about cylinder walls than I am everything else. So hopefully everything comes out good. We may end up just taking out the cam and then doing everything else, but I'm going to see. I'm going to sit here and decipher. I want to see if one of these rods will come out first, and if it don't, we'll just start taking off the other stuff and see what we can come up with. So let me go ahead and start taking off one of these rods and see if we can't get it out. All right, guys, this is what we got. So I'm sorry about the light, but we got two of them out, and I kind of want to say just from those two, like, there's no scarring whatsoever on the crank. Let me show you these bearings. The bearings are smooth. I mean, there's very little scoring. It looks like it's a low mileage motor in my honest opinion, but I'm not sure. So, but I mean, here's a bearing. Look, I mean, there's nothing. I think what it's from, and binding up like it is, it's from all the damn dirt in this thing, in the piston walls. So I haven't taken the mains off yet. That may have to wait for another day, but I'm gonna get the rest of these rods out and see what we find out. The only thing I can think of is that dirt, it's done got in the cam, it's binding up some way or somehow, or the crank's just welded together. Welded to those bearings. I'm not really sure, but we're going to find out. So stay tuned. It may be a two-part video, maybe one part. I know this is the second part to the first part. I was kind of upset earlier. So, but it's all the same day. I picked up the motor, started disassembling it, finding out what we got. So I'm going to finish doing this, taking out all the rods, and we're going to inspect them. So stay tuned. I'm looking forward to this. This makes me a little bit better about the situation. So, all right, guys. So this is what's going on. Got all the rods off except that one. that bolt rounded off on me. So I'm just going to have to take the crank out. It's not something I wanted to do. This one, I mean, all of them come out. The crank spins freely. I can't do it with my hands because I'm all rolled up, but it, let me show you. Look. I mean, once I get all the rods out, it'll spin like butter. The rod bearings, good. What I think it was all that dirt inside the cylinder walls making it seize up. So, I believe if I wouldn't have rounded off that bolt, I could have probably saved the stock bottom end. But I was going to eventually have to get it cleaned anyway. So, those are what the pistons look like. Junk, more scrap iron, I reckon. So, this is probably going to be, hold on. I'm going to go over here and turn this. The joys of having an apartment garage, but it's better than nothing. So that's what I got done so far tonight. I believe that's gonna be a wrap for this video. All I gotta do, well, I'm gonna continue this video. I'm gonna show y'all what the bearings look like with the crank and everything, but I'm pretty sure they're fine. The rod bearings were fine. I think it was all that dang dirt up in the cylinder walls making it seize up. I mean, literally, I believe this motor could have been saved, but it's been sitting for a while. I know the guy that had it. He's had it for 2+ years, I know. But it is what it is. So, but needless to say, I got an LS2 block. Crank's going to be gone. Probably going to end up just going with a stroker motor. Go ahead and stroke it on out and be done with it. Let's see what else. But yeah, I mean, the rod bearings were like no scoring whatsoever. I mean, there's very little, but it's very little wear. It's not even showing. That's how, I mean, with everything comes friction. But, I mean, it is what it is. So, that's going to be a wrap for this part. I'm going to catch up with y'all on one of my days off. Go ahead and get that taken care of. So, but until the next video we're going to be taking the crank out, taking the cam out. We're going to look over the cam. Supposedly this have a failing lifter, and it probably did, but it is what it is. It's going to be a stroker motor at this point. Might as well just get ready to take it to a machine shop, at least get it clean, see how much they're going to charge me, and go from there. So I'll see you next day when I'm off. What's going on, guys? It's day number 2. So, yeah, I got a mess going on right now. Sorry, I keep looking at the screen. Here's what we got going on. So, went ahead, took everything apart. Took the rods, the block, and everything apart. I'm looking at it now. It's got to go to the machine shop regardless. So, let's hop to it. I'm going to show y'all what's going on. So, let's start off with this. These are the bearings, rod caps. There we go. The bearings were good. Bearings were good. I got oil everywhere. Like I said, the bearings were good. It looked like a low mileage motor. If y'all see that, that's dirt from the oil and everything. All of them are like that. No scoring whatsoever. So those are the rods. Here are the rods. I ain't gonna lie, they were pretty bad, caked up with dirt in between the oil rings. So I think that's what was getting them to seize up on the cylinder wall. Yeah. Anyways, I ain't taking it apart with y'all because, well, I had some free time before work and decided to just go ahead and do it. So, yeah. Pretty low mileage motor. But let's take a look at the cylinder walls and y'all will see what I'm talking about. It could probably be honed out. Some staining, rust. Yeah. Some better than others. And there's one over here that's concerning me. Let me see if I can get this block down. Alright, so I got that put down. Like I said, maybe I can hone it out. Can't really get y'all a good view. Here are the main caps. In all actuality, I'm kind of glad I pulled everything apart just to double check before I just slapped it in a car. So this motor is gonna be built anyways, and I plan on taking it to a machine shop. It needs to be cleaned up, something serious. This ain't no just take it out there to your yard, throw some water on it, wipe it down, clean it up real good. So I'm gonna get in touch with a machine shop, try to find one that's not backed up or that can do other stuff. Yeah. Like I said, a lot of this could probably be honed out. There's some surface rust on this cylinder. I don't know if y'all can see it. Right there. It could probably be honed out, but I'd rather be safe than sorry. Let the machine shop do it and go from there. But I believe that's gonna be the end of this video. The crank was good. I forgot to go over that. Smooth. I mean, it was all good. Now, there's gonna need to be some cam bearings put in. I forgot to mention that. There's some rough spots on them, and that's just not something I spin a cam bearing. I'm done. Yeah, right there up top. So if I spin a cam bearing, I don't wanna have to replace a whole block. I'd like to keep this block. I don't have a whole bunch of money. Like I said, I got this for a good deal. Kind of want to try to keep it. So, but other than that, that's gonna be a wrap for this video. I'm going to pick up a body for a body roller, whatever, and we might be slapping this in it, but we shall see. So stay tuned. We also got a race coming up this weekend. We're gonna take the Camaro out too, try to compete a little bit. You should follow in suit of these videos here shortly. So stay tuned, and we'll see you in the next one.